Yo, peace. It's the emotional alchemist. It's the emotional alchemist here, back with another video. So this video, I'm gonna focus on the purpose of life. We're gonna talk about what's the point of being here on this earthly realm. Like, we're spiritual beings having this physical experience, and not the other way around. But what exactly does that mean? Like, what does that entail? And I feel that this is something that we should know, because I feel it would help with a lot of understanding the things that we go through, or even why we go through them. So, and it will also help get us out of that victim consciousness of blaming others for what it is that we experience. So the whole purpose of being here on this earthly realm is to gain knowledge, and to gain the experience, so that we can transcend the ego. And when I say the ego, I'm talking about the ego as far as it pertaining to this social construct that we live in. So the whole point is to transcend the ego on that aspect. So I said we was going to make spirituality practical, right? So before we came here on this before we came here to this realm as spiritual beings, we chose everything that we're experiencing, who we are, how we look, our finances, our life, our vessel, our sexual orientation, just our family. I mean, siblings, how many kids, anything that you can think of, you chose, and it's not a coincidence. Like, people was like, "Oh my gosh, I got 5 kids. Like, what is this? This is ghetto." But it's like, you chose that. You may not remember, but you chose to have 5 kids, and those 5 kids had to get here, and they chose you. But so just things like that. So everything is according to its purpose. You chose it. It's according to the blueprint. Now, what is this blueprint? The blueprint is your life. It's literally from the day you were born to the moment you transition. And that is what people like to call death. But I don't like to call it death, because energy never dies. It just changes forms. So it's a transition. You transition from this physical vessel into your energetic state of being. So the blueprint is 0 to transition, with 0 being the day you were born. And if you think about it, as if I take this blueprint and think about being in being a bird's eye view. So your higher self, which is an compass of all your lifetimes, has that blueprint. And them having that blueprint, they can see your life from 0 to transition. And it's already written. So that moment that you thought when you were at the age of 30, and you have kids, and you didn't think you were going to have kids, it was already written, because that blueprint is that blueprint. It cannot be modified. It cannot be changed. You just became unaware of it, because, like I said, you were put in this social construct. So there's a blueprint. Now, with that blueprint, like I said, you chose everything on it. Now, the things on that blueprint you chose because there are certain experiences and certain knowledge that you needed to gain to get yourself a step closer to your authenticity, your wholeness, your divinity. So we come down here to this realm to learn lessons. We choose those lessons, and they help us grow, so that we don't have to come back here, because this earth is all about, this is a realm where lessons, this is a school. So think of earth as a school, and you are constantly in school. Now, when it comes to constantly being in school, we're gonna look at it as being held back. because you come here and you learn the lessons, and sometimes you have to learn the same lessons over and over. And that's because you want to gain more knowledge and gain more experience, and you want to get a better grasp on what that is. So we're going to look at it as being held back. So let's say individual transitions, they go back to, heaven, and they're up there and they meet with their guys, they meet with their team, and there's a paper put in front of them, and on that paper it has all the areas in your life of where you've grown, where you need more work. And it's like, okay, so you got family, you got an A in family. Okay, you've mastered family. Okay, in love you got an A, you've mastered love. In career you got a B, you haven't really, it's not really mastered, but you're there. So you got career, you got a C in career. So you're looking at that we're gonna call it a report card. You're looking at that report card, and it's like, you know what, okay, what am I going to experience this lifetime to gain more knowledge? So with C, with having a C in career, it's like, you know what, I'm gonna go down to earth again, and I'm gonna learn some more about having a career, building a business, having my own business. That's what I'm gonna focus on this time, so I can get an A. You know what I'm saying? So it's literally like that. Having these cat it's like having these I'm gonna call them categories that you have to master each lifetime. And or it may be the same thing. It may be multiple things in one lifetime that you have to master. It all depends on, you. And some things we won't know until we get back to the realm from which we dwell. We won't get all the answers here until we transition, and it's like, that's why that happened. That's why I went through this. That's why it's like, and I was like, you know what? That makes sense, because last time I got a D in that, and you know what? I came back, and now I got to be pat myself on the back, because man, that was very challenging. But so I like to look at it like that. And with all that being said, we get so caught up in the social construct of things that we forget that we even have some of these lessons to learn. But the thing is, you're constantly going through these lessons, whether you're aware of them or not. The thing is being aware of them and knowing that you're going through all this because you chose it, because you need to gain that experience and you need to gain that knowledge. Because at the end of the day, everything that we go through, we're literally here to learn it so that we can pass on that knowledge. Each one teach one, right? So if I'm gaining knowledge in this, that means that I'm able to spread that knowledge, i.e. me having this YouTube channel and spreading the knowledge that I have. So this is one of those moments. If there is anything that you may not understand, like you understand, but the whole point is to understand so that we can overstand, and then we can exostand. That way we can, start to relate to one another with our perspectives and get back to that perception of one. So if there's anything that I spoke of, or anything that needs, you have a question, a comment, or a concern, I'm all open for it. That's why I'm here. Like I said, I'm learning as you learn. I'm growing as you grow. So, I'm open for anything. Just leave me a comment in the comment section, or a question if anything you have one, to clarify a little more. But yeah, I appreciate you watching, And I hope that I did it some justice by explaining the purpose. And I hope that this helps someone, at least give someone a little bit of reassurance that it's okay. This too shall pass, and that you're not alone. You're not alone. So, hope this finds everybody with good grace. And with that being said, deuce deuce.